team ban. NewBee's turn to ban. Dire team ban. NewBee's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back to the Perfect World Masters 2017. We are in the penultimate day. We're in our second game of the day of the upper bracket final between NewBee and Vici Gaming, who rolled the first game. No problem whatsoever. Are they going to do the same thing again, Will?
Who knows?
You're supposed to know. That's the key here.
The thing is, when you put me on the spot there, it's like, if I say yes and I look at the draft, I don't want to be like a guy who goes back on my word, Paul.
Well, you get another opportunity at the end of the draft, like Austin did, of saying that was a terrible Storm game.
Seriously,
you do get.
Right, whatever, guys.
Austin said in the year,
I hate both of
in the
you.
year 2017,
Jesus Christ.
I've never seen a worse Storm game in my life.
Oh my God.
Lord, smite me now. Take me from this earth. The Holy Ghost.
Well,
if Storm wins this,
the good Lord did not smite me, so obviously I did not say that.
No chance of the Razor on the ending because that's gone.
Yes.
And the Earth Spirit's got a ban this time around.
Yeah. I think that hero, if any hero was annoying, like mildly perturbed them, it was the Earth Spirit. He was like, kind of like a blip. You know, he's like, that hurt me.
Yeah. And then on the other side, the Elder Time.
Yes. I think
like,
that was.
Yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, that's legit now. That's not coming out anymore.
Oh, Wyvern,
wow.
Slardar. I was going to say maybe they, I thought Slardar would be Vici Gaming's next choice for their 4 position.
And
they ran a really good Slardar Lifestealer combination. And when you've just had a successful, especially such a strong performance by Paparazzi with the Lifestealer, I think it would be nice to be able to make that a threat. And now the Winter Wyvern is probably one of the better counters to the Slardar combinations as well.
Yeah. I think it's a really nice pairing. You have one very offensive, one very defensive focused hero in a way.
And one shoves out lanes for you,
yeah,
one
exactly.
goes and ganks.
It's like a nice synergy. Both have good night vision. They can play off of each other in that regard. Like the vision game is very important for both these heroes, but I think it was also Black that told me that this combination feels like incredibly powerful. But what I'm curious to see is like what they use as the counter to Tidehunter. Because I think this hero right now is boss. Everyone has like a slightly different way of dealing with it. Like some people pick Sniper.
Seen Razors. Slark has been picked up a lot by China versus Tidehunter. Nice.
Ursa, I think, is still viable against that hero. Yeah, that's probably the thing that I'm most interested to see, like what they decide to take for Papa.
If you're Newbee, is it like, do you feel comfortable enough against the Lifestealer with this opening?
I think so.
I think you do, right?
You're pretty tanky. Eventually, like, Tide doesn't get popped by life, and it's okay.
Yeah. It's just one of those weird questions, right? It's like, your lineup is good versus it, but at the same time, it's a really strong combination that Vici Gaming could get their hands on, and if they just perform well enough, it's going to work anyway.
Yeah. So they banned Razor thinking, like, that's a decent chance.
Yeah.
Which is a fair assumption, honestly.
Gyro open for... They want it?
Yeah, I think Gyro... New Gyro is a bit different, though, to play against Tidehunter.
10 seconds remaining.
Newbee favored the Ogre, though. They picked it last time first as well, right?
Remaining.
Yep.
I guess that's like their tempo matcher. Plus Bloodlust is really good. But it got wrecked last game.
Is there anything stopping Vici Gaming from going for another early Storm pick?
In this game, I think Storm is considerably worse against a Tide.
Yeah, because you just can't kill
You
him.
can't kill him. Maybe you can play the mobility game. They picked it after the Air Spirit, though, right? They picked, it was like Puck Ogre.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it's a bit different. So this is their counter to the Tide Hunter. But it's an early core pickup. And I like, this is kind of cool that Vici just represent a core early on and they say like, counter it. Show us what you have against it. Because oftentimes teams are really skittish about picking their cores because they're so afraid of the counters. But if you do pick like these counters, it might screw the rest of your lineup up because you're so focused in on this and it kind of like breaks the cohesion with the rest of what you have, which is kind of what I felt like happened in the last game. They picked this like Ember Spirit, but then they have no frontliner, no damage dealer really, so Vici was just able to run over them. And it was a very good life stealer game too as a result, and a great Nyx game.
The Vici Gaming, you're probably wanting to be able to get the 1v1 with the Timber Saw against the Tide, which means you want a carry that can go aggro, right?
Mm-hmm. You can be pretty flexible here too, because the Wyvern can go mid and harass out. So you want some independent cores.
Dire team pick.
So Newbee take the Rubik, which is pretty good against all three. Like Rubik is notoriously good against Slardar. It's like any of his abilities you take are pretty okay. But more importantly, you can often catch a Slardar coming in. Like when he tries to run in, get his like point blank melee range stun, you just lift him.
And you've got an instant interrupt against Timber Chain as well.
Yeah, it does mean like your damage lax again. I would be okay with the Life Stealer part 2. It's good against all three, I think. Like Life Stealer doesn't care at all about Rubik. And you have to take another core on Vici.
I mean, you have to think though that Newbee's expecting that, so I wonder what they have planned against the Life Stealer.
Yeah, I'd be okay with the Storm again, now that you've seen the 4. You can pick pretty mobile heroes here. You can even take something like Quap.
Turn to pick Puck.
So they take Puck.
You know, if they ran, if they did pick up the Life Stealer, I think Newbee might have run like a Venge core lineup or something.
10 seconds remaining.
I thought Quap would have been better, but I guess Puck's... You just want something mobile. Puck, Storm, Quap. Something that can't really get killed.
Yeah.
OD.
Oh, boy.
Devour.
Well,
turn to ban.
Timbersaw's pretty unhappy right now.
It's really annoying for him to play against.
And it's particularly good at being able to counter the single target focus of a lot of Slardar lineups as well.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to be able to burst down a hero. Prism and saves can do a lot to disrupt that.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, you've got kind of your carry already set up for Newbee, so now you just get
5
some sort of fighting core. I'm okay with Gyro.
Gyro wouldn't be bad at all. What if they swerve and this is like a Timber 1? They puck and they try to find a better matchup? Take like Sniper against the OD?
Yeah, I was thinking about Sniper as well, but the problem I would have with it is like I just don't know what your end game scenario is from there. Like, because Newbee have this very clear like scaling and objective taking, I think. Like they don't have a clear tower pusher. That gives you it.
Might be. They might have heard Jack.
Yeah, we were discussing about the I think the only time we brought Luna up is when we were discussing the Shadow Demon Luna potential pick.
Yeah.
So I think it is the first pick.
It's the Death Star.
The Death Star.
5 seconds remaining.
Aghanim's Luna.
Aghanim's Kaya. Refresher Orb Luna.
Octarine. Can't
Maybe
forget about that
maybe they
Octarine.
watch Jack's 5 games. to draw
They also know that
inspiration.
PL works as well.
True. It's horrible though. I would have thought though that they take something like Sniper, or yeah, I'm okay with Sniper.
Yeah, especially now that the Luna's picked up. Sniper's even better. Really great hero versus Luna because you just keep your distance and
You just
do
move-
good physical damage.
You just move your You just move your Timber to the safe lane and like dual lane setup. Oh, they take Terrorblade.
So the problem I had with Sniper though is just like I'm not sure how they end the game, and I'm not sure like they would just have to be like kill, 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 and a lot of it would be dependent on Newbee not getting on top of you. Terrorblade into a Tidehunter, kind of questionable. I don't know. I don't really like Vici Gaming's draft here. I definitely prefer Newbee's. Vici Gaming can still win it just off of play and then snowballing with a Terrorblade and ending the game pretty quickly, but I feel like there was a lot of problems in their draft where that last pick was not going to be able to solve all of them.
Okay, well.
I think I'm going to go with Vici again. I'm like imagining a situation where like Terrorblade gets a BKB and he's unkillable. I think Vici will do it, part 2.
All right. Okay. One for Newbee, one for Vici Gaming on the panel. As ever, they're split here. Only one can be right. Only one can advance to the grand final. And it is Vici Gaming on the verge of doing so. But Newbee, they need to pull things back. Let's find out how we get on in game number 2.
The Death Star is near. We got game number 2 here. Fun finish to the draft, Newbee versus Vici Gaming. Of course, I'm talking about the Luna there. Now, we're probably not going to see that crazy strategy coming out, but...
Yeah, for those who don't know, me and my boy Jack played the Death Star strategy yesterday. It was super effective. The second try, though, we had to perfect it. It's Aghanim Scepter Luna with Kaya and Refresher of Green Core, and you just blink in with a Riki and kill everyone. That's it. Enough.
They don't have the Riki, though, so it can't work, basically. Oh, well. No, we're definitely not going to be seeing that, I'm sure. It's going to be more of your standard right-click Luna build here. But, you know, Luna in general is not a hero that we really do see on a serious note, especially in this recent patch here. But what makes you think they went the Luna here with their carry option?
I mean, Luna can maybe build, I don't know, they have ways to deal with Timbersaw, with Arcane Orb from OD. That's one of the hardest counters to Timbersaw. In my opinion, Luna is underpicked as a carry. Also, on a more serious note, Aghanim Scepter on Luna can be viable as third/fourth item if you want to go. I mean, she's still going to be that heavy right clicker, but it really is viable. Level 2 ulti. Without the talent, level 15 talent, actually deals 4,000 magical damage, which is pretty insane.
The potential's there for magic damage, of course, against a hero like a Timbersaw. That wouldn't be a bad option, honestly. So, you know, we'll see if that eventually does come about. But I'm gonna have to keep an eye on how the farm looks for Moogie here on the Luna. So far, the start to this game, you see how things are shaping up. Young 11's gonna be heading towards the top lane for Vici. Paparazzi. Is he planning to end up mid here? Well, what is going on?
It's going to be
He's going to go top, right? Yeah, no.
Terrorblade mid.
Is he actually going to be mid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to have the matchup Timbersaw against the Tidehunter. Timbersaw just destroys Tide.
Well, Tide takes the bounty rune from him at least. Start there, but you're right. It is going to be the Terrorblade mid instead. And that means Ori on the puck will end up at the bottom lane, actually, as a result of all the lane setups right here. So if you're Newbee, you think they realize that Timbersaw's going to be up there. Okay, I was going to say, are they going to switch? And sure enough, they are. Luna's already up there.
They don't want to match Tidehunter against Timbersaw because it's pretty impossible to play against.
Oh, wow. Look at this harassment right off the bat. The Arctic Burn, the auto attacks from Paparazzi. Plenty of damage already coming out in this middle matchup. So something tells me lane swaps, we're going to be seeing a little bit here, just like we saw last game. Beginning of this game.
Yeah, Tidehunter already running bottom. Okay, so Timbersaw still has TP, which favors Vici Gaming, but he might be in trouble. He might actually die there. Yeah.
Does he even have a getaway? I don't think so. And that's going to be first blood.
Well, at least he can TP to a bottom lane now, huh?
Makes it quick and easy. Yeah, he only had a reactive armor right there. Still level 1, so no Timber Chain, no chance to get away.
He's actually saving the TP if they decide to swap one more time, maybe.
Okay. So yeah, he figures if he TP's down there, they're going to react, and then he just have to wait again. So yeah, just going to walk there. Middle lane, excuse me. That's Triple C again. Look at this aggression. Fenrir diving in with that Arctic Burn. Metaform is ready for Paparazzi. Finds it necessary to use here. But man, this middle matchup so far for S-Triple-C is not the friendliest.
Yeah, he's sitting only on 0 CS. What?
Yeah, he's not good.
That's 3 wave. Okay, here's the first one.
Got one.
First blood.
but allowing Vici is able to again sit here with the Winter Wyvern. If you're Newbee, obviously they already addressed they got the first blood. Is this kind of just a sacrificial lane? Are they just kind of accepting that, you think, and is that the better decision?
I guess Winter Wyvern is just waiting for one more Arctic burn. Okay, there's a region here. He might harass him one more time, then go away. Well, OD is not a hero that comes back into the game easily. He needs to have a good early game.
Yeah.
One of the ways to get back into the game is Midas. I think he might actually use the Astral on him.
Wyvern, he's in trouble right here. The Arctic Bird's not going to save him. Here comes Landon, going for the turn kill. Leaves on a 1. Metaphor for Paparazzi. Auto attack gets 1 kill. Now Kaka could be in some trouble. Paparazzi's still chasing. Fadebolt going to be wearing off. Kaka going to run into the Ancients. Another crush happening. Couple more auto attacks. The Metaphor auto attack uphill. Double kill.
I'm your biggest fan.
Yes, I know the song. It gets stuck in my head too every time I cast Vici Gaming. No, but the 2-2 now, obviously that was huge for Vici as far as the turn goes with Terrorblade.
Yeah, when you have that Winter Wyvern using 3 times Arctic Burn, the other supports are forced to come mid and help your OD.
And now Moogie, he might be in some trouble actually. He's up here by himself. He got Slaughter. Okay, Slaughter's just basically making a point. Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to make him play a little more defensively. Back to the middle lane. Terrorblade, he gets lifted in. Fire Blast done. We see the tri-lane again coming out middle, just like we had last game. Poured in from Landham, gets your late though. Crush, Faith, a little too tanky. He'll be fine, so they kill Terrorblade.
He had the 12 Magic Wand charges there.
Oh, just not to use them, yeah.
That might save him actually there, but...
He figures he was dead anyways.
Yeah, this is one of the games that getting a Cold Embrace on level 4 might be good. Usually you see Winter Wyverns maxing the Arctic Burn because of the cooldown reduction, so you can pretty much cast it all the time.
Yeah. Young 11's fine here at the bottom lane, but man, this Rubik especially is really moving around the map.
I love what Young 11 did. He had no HP, he just says, I'm gonna TP top, tank some creeps and be full HP.
Reactive armor, man. Good ability. Middle lane, Slaughter coming in. Crush, also a good ability. Stun on SCCC, the Bloodlust. Will it be enough at move speed here? It looks like it could be, actually. SCCC running, but another stun happening, and final auto attack. Splinter Blast actually secures the kill in favor of the dire side. Terrorblade, though. Is this a turn kill? It is.
17 charges.
Oh, there's those charges that you were talking about. So Paparazzi, he is good. Ignite comes out with Faith. I don't think it's going to be able to chase enough. Oh, maybe they are. The Fadebolt just in a ring secures it. Wow. Nice snipe.
Once again, 3 versus 3 mid.
Yeah.
I remember when 7.0 came, we actually had that 3 versus 3 matchups on mid.
Yeah.
But it didn't last this long.
No, yeah, this is like actually try versus tri lane mid. That's how the teams are deciding to go about it. It really is something. Just so much movement again. These two teams playing very, very aggressive play styles here against one another. But, you know, unlike last game, this game it seems like Newbee, you know, it's definitely winning these fights earlier on. Obviously up 4-3 in hero kills, already killed Terrorblade twice now, so that's good. But you do have to be realistic. OD is also not necessarily getting the best farm still.
Yeah, but still, OD counters 2 of their heroes, 2 of their core heroes. Both Timbersaw and Terrorblade, he just one-shots the illusions pretty much.
Bottom lane Moogie, guess what? Another kill attempt, the lift, it's going to not be long enough. That was close. Ori, a little too slippery though. How about Luna, though? 29 creep farm for Luna. She's got the Ring of Aquila. We'll see if Mask of Madness perhaps going to be coming out, you think, or?
Yeah, Mask of Madness. Well, he might actually swap the Mask of Madness because he had the Bloodlust, but
True.
She needs a regen item. It excels her farm so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 90% chance he's going to go for it.
Middle lane. It's about time. It's been about 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and send 3 heroes middle lane. SCCC. Astral Imprisonment on the Slaughter. The meta auto attacks, though. The Arctic Burn, just too much damage for the OD there.
For the viewers, he actually checked his watch to see if it was 30 seconds. He actually did it. The move speed, the reduction coming out from Terrorblade, just with level 1 Reflection and Arctic Burn, OD is moving at the slowest he can, 100 move speed. You can't move slower than that.
Yeah, that's sluggish, man. That's it continues to be annoying for him in the middle lane.
It is all. Whoa!
Oh, just again, action meta for him. Up paparazzi. It's got to be too much longer on him. He's realizing he just has to fight. He's got
Nice save.
Nice astral imprisonment though to save Kaka, and paparazzi running out of the meta for him. Going to be run down by KP, and the auto attack to finish him off. Kaka was eventually killed by Winter Wyvern, it looks like, so just delayed it at least.
Yeah, we need more heroes on mid. We need Luna to...
Yeah, where's Luna?
Yeah,
Come on. This is ridiculous. You got Eclipse, buddy. Let's go ahead and get involved.
So this movement speed reduction tactic, it's... okay, bottom lane.
Now stop talking, Lacoste. We got action. Something else that is new. Bottom lane, Luna. Oh, the Eclipse that we're just talking about actually turning. He will go down, but sets up the return on his Slaughter. So I guess it's a 1-for-1 top lane. That should be fine. KP running away.
Oh,
no,
he misses it.
Chakram? Nah,
Has
he's
a
got
shrine ready.
Yeah, he's good. Still going at it, man. I guess Young 11's like, he can't kill me, so might as well keep going at him. But yeah, bottom lane, they do lose Luna finally.
Well, yeah, the Timbersaw didn't go for anti-Tidehunter build with Whirling Death and reactive armor. He had the Timber Chain, so he can actually walk away from the ganks. So this movement slow tactic, it is also known as the knee breaker. You can't move Venomancer, Jakiro.
Knee breaker, Strat coming into play right here once again. Gonna massively slow Mugi. The stun on top of that, but the saves are real this time. Kaka coming in as well as Faith to save their buddy. And Mugi stays alive, actually. So one of the few times we've seen the saving work out.
Yeah, a lot of action. This game supports are pretty much either mid or at the bottom. Tidehunter is level 7, no points in Ravage still.
Holding off on that for the time being. I noticed, though, I believe it was Terrorblade was going to be going to Dragonlance here as far as the early build goes. Yep, you can see that's the Dragonlance queued up. Makes sense to you?
Yeah, he needs one item that he can tank up with.
And 11. Is this a kill? I mean, he's getting after him. Chakra misses. And that'll be the end of the pursuit there for Timbersaw. Bottom lane, Beam hits Puck, but he's good. Got Ori protecting the bottom lane. He's trying to. Another Beam. There's a lift. Faith is here as well, but nope. Phase shift will allow him to avoid the Fire Blast.
Oh.
Fine.
The question is who will get the most out of this lane swap, this chaos that was created early on. You see Slaughter being on mid, just getting all the XP.
No Eclipse just yet for Luna. The Dream Coil locking him down. He pops it to the last second, gets the turn kill on a bucket. Just came off cooldown, so an eye for an eye right there. It's going to be a 2-for-1 as Fenrir also will fall. The rotations just continue, especially from Newbee side here.
Yeah, they're gonna pressure the tier 1 tower on the bottom, probably take it down. I don't think they can contest it, knowing that Tidehunter now has the Ravage. Terrorblade will continue to farm. He had Arcane Rune, used the meta, can pressure the top tower a little bit.
This does feel like a game, though, kind of good to your point that you're just talking about there, that it's like, it's really hard to tell who's really favoring from this, right? Like, this is just it's almost like a wash of a laning phase because it's just so back and forth between these two teams. And now Timbersaw, oh no, Beam hits, he has a Timber Chain still, but it's out of range. The shots are going out, he knows he's in trouble. He has another Timber Chain, the Astral Imprisonment, though, going to be used. And will that be the end of him? Absolutely. The Beam hits from Mugi. So yet another kill added to the list here. Does that maybe start to sway towards the Radiant side, you think, or he's still not sure?
It's still pretty even. Winter Wyvern just hit level 6, is stacking a lot of Forest for Terrorblade, maybe even Timbersaw to get back into the game. But overall, seems pretty even game so far.
Not Timbersaw, but Terrorblade. Looked like he was changing his mind, actually. Instead of the Dragonlance, now he's going to be going the Yasha, as he's cleaning up some Ancients right here, so...
More of a greedy build to go just for the Yasha. I mean, he gets some strength from Ring of Aquila and Magic Wand, enough to survive. But the problem is he's not that tanky until he gets that ultimate orb.
Yeah. Timbersaw, there's 4 heroes up here.
Yeah, it's more of a late game oriented build because of that Dragon Lance.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna go once again on that Timber Saw. Probably gonna go down. Is there enough?
Chain. Can he get it somewhere? No, again, it's just out of range. Wouldn't have mattered even if that one connected, though, to be fair. At that point, he was dead. And we are seeing, though, Newbee, I will say, they're starting to work together. They're starting to work around the Luna a lot. They're grouping up, pushing objectives, getting kills. That's where it seems like Newbee could start taking off now in this early game. So Vici, I mean, they're not going to be able to defend this. Do they need to be playing more as a team, you think? Or are they more the greedier lineup that they're more about individual farming here?
Well, it's hard for Vici right now to fight into Tidehunter, who already has a mech, and into Eclipse. That's a lot of damage. They can just wipe them out with these two spells. I mean, Timbersaw has no items whatsoever. They need meta as well to fight, to pressure the towers. Maybe with the next meta they can contest the mid tier 1 tower. OD just picked up a Midas because he didn't have that super early good game. Will manage him to scale well.
That's the idea there. He is 3rd overall right now, just as he picks that up. So some recovery definitely in the books here for SCCC. They spot Young 11 up here in the trees.
They should not die for it.
Yeah, that's a pretty greedy dive. Beyond the tier 2, they're still going, man. I mean, Rubik, it's the
power of a Tidehunter.
I guess so. Mentioned the mech he just got, so that with the Ravage presence, it's pretty scary if you're Vici Gaming. Yeah, they're just even going to freely give up a tier 2 tower at 13 minutes into the game. And I mean, does Newbee really keep going here? Oh, Jesus, that's early with this curse onto the Rubik. I mean, he's going to be fine. That was
questionable.
I don't know what that was about. I guess they really are scared about this push. Okay, well, hey, they'll fall back, so there's that. And that's where it works out in the end.
Yeah, OD with Bloodlust, just the attack speed, stealing the intelligence from that Timbersaw.
Colin here's left behind, Moogie gets it, comes out the Ravage as well. They take out 2. Timbersaw and Puck. Gonna be dead right here. Luna now look at the turret on a Fenrir. Beam hits, but he's keeping on running. Off to the side over now here. Paparazzi, Metaform has been active. He's in a bad spot though. Reflection. I don't know if that's going to save him. Paparazzi, he's just going to be run down, trying to body block a little bit as KP, but there's a lift into the kill, and Mogi picks it up. He is now dominating. Newbee really got something going now.
Well, this was pretty questionable again. They used Winter Wyvern ulti, then decided to take a fight into Eclipse and Ravage. This is the fight that they can't win. They don't have a Blink Dagger on their initiators. Slardar will pick up 150 gold, and Puck needs another 700.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the fight they should have taken. Now they can even pressure the mid tower as well from the side of Newbee. The deep wards coming out from Kaka. That will give them a lot of info. Yeah, there's the build actually on Luna. He actually skipped the Mask of Madness because of that level 4 Bloodlust.
Okay, speaking of the Dragon Lance, yeah. Mentioned the Bloodlust helping anyways already when it comes to the attack speed and farming. Back with those glaives. A lot of defense being put out by Puck here, but it's going to be lifted into a fire blast potentially. No silence happens. Winning Rift. The Witch's Curse is not going to save Puck though. Will it kill OD? Absolutely. Timbersaw comes through the shock on top. That is a really good combo. You're right. The chakra.
Puck buying back has ulti.
Oh, they want to play right here. Dream Cold is ready to go. Luceria Orban, will he catch the Luna? Yes, he will. Can they finish the job? The growth remains is up. The crush coming out. Timbersaw flies in. The chakra finishes the job. And both cores are dead. KP is going to fall as well. Double kill for Young 11. Just like that at a turn of a switch. It feels like Vici Gaming all of a sudden is looking really good against Newbee here.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed. A good Winter's Curse and the follow-up by Timbersaw's Chakram and the Timber Chain. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. And this is, are they going to be the ones to get the tower kill mid first? It felt like for sure Newbee was going to be able to take that tier 1 middle, but no, Vici Gaming beating down the tier 1 middle themselves. Terrorblade, he's farming elsewhere.
They're keeping an eye on the cooldown from the Ravage. 10 seconds left, so they know when to take a fight. Also, the good initiation, the best way to initiate from Vici is just to try to kill OD once the Ravage is down because of the save he has in Astral. Now with the Blink Dagger on Slaughter and okay, Puck still 700, 600 gold away from that Blink Dagger because he committed to a buyback. They got to Luna. It was still worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, and Vici Gaming, no doubt a team that really relies on Ori as far as being the playmaker to have a good game. So yeah, getting that Blink Dagger, very, very key for Vici Gaming. Still a little bit behind because they're just getting out with the buyback, but how about this Roshan attempt coming out from Newbee? Obviously this isn't being spotted just yet by Vici Gaming, and so early on in the game you may not expect it.
They can't take a fight into Eclipse and Ravage, so plus a mech, that's just too much. They can't lock down both of those heroes.
So Newbee knows this, and they're taking advantage.
Yeah, they're just pushing out the waves, getting as much farm as possible.
How about that? Rubik already with the blink on the other side. He gets a blink before the puck. That's pretty crazy.
Well, he was really active at the early stages, got 3 kills and 8 assists, which gave him a lot of gold, plus he doesn't buy anything. That's more of a bigger part of that, I suppose, because you have that Ogre. Well, Ogre is actually super farmed and he's buying gold awards. He has Urn, Medallion, and Tranquil Boots, plus a magic one. That's pretty rough.
Faith also having a good time. Again, across the board, looking decent for Newbee. 3,000 net worth lead. OD.
I mean,
that Midas.
He benefits a lot from OD's aura, so he can cast Bloodlust on his team all the time, and his mana recovers. And they managed to take down, what, 3-4 towers as well.
Ooh, Slaughter thought he was going in, but no, he realizes the number's there. Blinks the other direction. And they're just spreading away and getting away. So they do have both blinks now on Slaughter and Puck again. Very key items for Vici Gaming. Not necessarily looking to pick fights just yet, but can more so respond now as we see here. Avoid, if anything. So that's good for Vici. Meanwhile, elsewhere, you have Timbersaw farming up the top side and Terrorblade taking their Ancients. He has his Manta style finished and the BKB coming along. BKB, yet again, going to be very good this game.
Yeah, it's a BKB for both teams pretty much, especially when you play against OD and the Tidehunter.
Yeah. Take a look at that net worth chart there. It spiked a little bit for Newbee of just about 4,000 before it's now going down a little bit. More recent fight. So map control, trying to be taken advantage of if you're Newbee. Again, they have the Aegis on Luna. Probably want to finish that Manta style, then perhaps push more, but they are pushing tier 2 middle while she's farming some Ancients. And OD picked up a Blink Dagger. Interesting. He had the Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, he wants to be able to cast Astral from far away. He wants to be not the one in the front lines.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has a Tidehunter behind him, but wants to be as mobile as possible.
Young 11, man. He is having so much trouble getting away. How about that? Kaka steals the Timber Chain, helps cut through him with it, and another Timber Chain attempt. Going to be his last. Moogie finishes the job there with the Lucent Beam. Good catch on to Timbersaw. And we talked about Timbersaw being a great counter to perhaps the Tidehunter, but they have a lot of catch. The lift, the Lucent Beams even, I mean, they have a lot of ways to stop his mobility, clearly.
Well, yeah, the Timbersaw not didn't have that super good early game.
No.
I mean, look at the timings. It's going to be 20-minute, 21-minute Bloodstone without a hood. He needs hood as well this game. Maybe even a Blade Mail. Blade Mail should be a good choice against Eclipse and 2 Eclipses. Sanity Eclipse and and the other one.
Very true. Very true. Terrorblade. Oh, looks like that might be happening, but Terrorblade farming more. He's got the Manta style finished.
Fake hype.
On the other side. Yeah, fake hype, I guess. There's a bit of reaction. Again, the crowd's picking up here. You see you hear the cheering in the background every once in a while. But not much happening though, as I say that. Slaughter, he's perhaps going to get caught. He avoids the auto attack, blinks away. And he manages to slither on out of there. So another 1,000 gold saved up for him. Puck still hanging out down here. But only another 1,000 gold saved up himself. So again, a very under-farmed Puck here. Ori, I go back to, he's been such an impressive player for Vici's success, especially recently. He is having a struggle, man. This has to be one of his worst performances as of late.
Yeah, they don't have the best catch for Puck, so he can afford being that aggressive, just cutting the waves, hiding in forests, which KP did quite a lot in the previous series.
Yeah. They just run down the courier, by the way. That was a bit of a chase, but they make it happen. Tier 2 bottom lane. This is the last outer tower that Newbee is trying to destroy here, as Bloodstone is now finally purchased on Timbersaw. So you mentioned that, a very late Bloodstone. No hood just yet. In fact, at this point, he's not even interested in getting it. Instead, he's going to go right into a BKB, which we did stress how
that's a smart choice. Yeah. He wants to be that frontliner, not being countered by OD.
Moogie's left alone. Everyone else TP'd out. Moogie was just
that's
going to
be
run.
huge.
This is big because, yeah, that's going to be an Aegis burn and the kill most likely. I mean, there's no way he gets out of this, and the clip's going to be worth it as this 5-year-old's here, so he's definitely going to fall. What was that? I mean, he had a TP as well. Everyone else TP'd away, and I guess he just thought he could just run back and farm some more.
You can call it the John Cena team. Couldn't find any of his teammates. But what happened? I mean, he had a TP, he could just TP it out.
Yeah. By the way, look what he's going. Luna, that is. That death right there. We are going to be seeing the Ags.
I was not wrong, my friend.
We're not wrong. On a serious note, the damage is very good.
It is.
It goes back to that. However, we just got finished talking about the BKBs coming along on the other side. So,
I mean, the BKBs are still not up. Terrorblade's gonna have one, but Timber pretty far away from it.
OD almost has the full Hurricane Pike now finished. So that's Triple C. In fact, man, he really has stepped up. This is an OD that was struggling early on. To be fair, so was Terrorblade to an extent. They're both on top of the charts.
Yeah. You may doubt me, my item choices, but never doubt Jack. The guy is ahead of a time.
Especially how good Phantom Lancer is.
Yeah, especially when we combine two of our brains together.
Young 11, Timber Chain. Kaka stole his own Timber Chain though, and he tries to use it, but looks funny, but they get the kill. Onto the Timber Saw, and again, that means that Bloodstone is just like that, going to be down to 10 charges. Like I said, worst feeling ever, but it's done. So having to get over that now.
Terrorblade still needs one more item to feel significant in team fights. Manta Style is up, Black King Bar as well. One defensive, also one of the better pushing items, split pushing. He's still sitting. I mean, Luna with this build kind of falling off a little bit because of no Mask of Madness.
Yep.
But still up there because of the Bloodlust.
Well, that's what I was going to get at, but I hold the thought, because actually OD Splinter Blast, so much damage coming out. All of a sudden, he just explodes, it seems like, into thin air. Great jump from LANM. Initially, the Winter's Curse holds Ogre Magi in place. They want to take him out as well, but maybe a little ambitious of a play. Paparazzi's going in, pops the BKB for this. Gonna kill the Ogre, maybe? I mean,
Ogre is so tanky.
So tanky. That's a 5 support that lives through all that beatdown damage from Paparazzi, especially if they get the turn kill. This is gonna be big. Now, he does have a Sunder. We'll see if that comes into play. Bloodlust applied to Luna. They still are chasing. Fenrir, gonna keep them slowed. If anything, deactivating the Blink Dagger. KP going forward. Timber Chain just out of range from Kaka. LANM hits the stun onto Rubik, then slithers the other way, but he's actually going to be slowing down now. He could be in some trouble. Cold Embrace, maybe? Yep, going to save him initially. Just delaying the inevitable, though.
Beep, beep, beep. Canceling that Ravage.
Oh, no, not enough. All right, so they do kill Slaughter after all of that, but again, man, that Ogre, that was a BKB use, so they still couldn't even get it.
BKB and Corrosive Haze on Ogre. I mean, he has a medallion now, full Solar Crest, which is going to be pretty significant on the side of Newbee.
That seemed like an odd decision, though, at the same time for Paparazzi. Not even in hindsight, but it's like, that's the best case scenarios that they were going to kill Ogre there with the BKB. So even with that, it just doesn't feel like that's worth it. But
well, they could have pressured the tower if they got a kill, but they were too deep. And he survived. The Ravage was up.
Puck scouting. Going to find a couple. Ogre included, and obviously we just saw what happened, so not necessarily a target that they're looking to jump here. OD finishes the Hurricane Pike meanwhile, and he has his own BKB now coming along as a stress driller. Just a great item for both teams here that we could be seeing picked up. So Luna will continue her farm after finishing the Ag, see if that comes into play. So again, to reiterate, you essentially throw that on somebody else as well as it deals a ton more damage. And we are playing on a LAN, ladies and gentlemen, in case that wasn't confirmed yet. Everyone DCs.
0 out of 10. Well, yeah, that Aghanim Scepter can be casted on the ground or on your allied hero. Range is 2500, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is.
All right, so obviously... Okay, yeah, so we're just getting some updates here as far as it's pretty obvious what we've just witnessed. At least not exactly sure what the issue is, but again, all the players DCing from the game. So hopefully,
Triple C's here still looking strong.
It is. Fine-looking gentleman there. The fashion game going on. All right. So I think it's fair to say that we are going to go on a break right here, guys. Might as well, as we get this technical issue figured out. Again, hoping it's not too long, but tuning into game number 2 of the Perfect World Masters. This is the winner bracket finals. Newbee versus Vici Gaming with Vici up 1-0. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
The net worth, but really it's behind the Terrorblade, and as we know, Lacoste, Terrorblade is a very, very scary hero when it comes to the late game. So I think it's safe to say both these sides are still in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's 1k gold advantage only. The new Roche just spawned up, that's the second one. So I guess they want to take a fight there before sieging the high ground if you're Newbee.
Young 11, once again in pursuit. Is he dead again? He has a sacrifice. Will that come into play? No, Mookie actually gets credit for the kill. And Young 11, that much less Bloodstone charges as far as he goes. So he's dead for 35 now. It's been a struggle for the Timbersaw swords, but I mean, as I say that, he is 10,000 net worth. He is even doing better than his Puck teammate, who's got the ultimate orb picked up here. What is he actually going? I wonder if he's going to Scythe or a Lincoln's on Puck here.
Probably going to be a Lincoln Sphere. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good against Winter Wyvern, against Corrosive Sunder. One of the better choices you could go for.
Wait, on Puck? Puck the...
Yeah.
But that's his teammates. We're talking about it's good against Winter Wyvern.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
On the other side now.
On the other side, we have Lift, we have Astral, Beam.
There you go.
He wishes he was playing against his own team there.
Yeah, they're actually better against Vici Gaming's lineups, to be fair. But yeah, well, to your point, though, I know that you kind of messed up. But honestly, I do look at that. It's like, is Lincoln's actually that important here?
I don't know. Maybe
the lot can take it off.
The pause got me there, and because of the Puck's positioning, he's always in the trees on the side of Newbee, just cutting the waves.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure the Lincoln Sphere will do that much. One thing he can do is cast it on Terrorblade, maybe just buff up the TP.
Make him tougher to kill, yeah. This time, Timbersaw will get away. But OD, he is definitely getting scarier, man. The BKB going to be soon for him. There's a pipe pickup from Hide Hunter. Yeah, big item for him. Man, this Rubik, though. He's level 15. He almost has an axe now.
Yeah, well, pipe, not too much magical damage coming out from Vici. They have Puck and Arctic Burn. That's pretty much it.
Timbersaw a little bit too, yeah.
Timbersaw is pure if he hits the trees.
So pipe, maybe a little bit overkill then?
Might be.
Okay. So ultimately good for sieging, perhaps.
It's more of a thing they have with the Tide Hunter as well, the fear factor. Once you see someone having that barrier up, you don't want to fight into that.
Bottom, thinking about pushing it out, but no, going to hold off for now. Cheese is on Luna, as we see right there.
Still about to see Aghanim Scepter from Luna. There was not a single ulti dropped.
True. The Death Star is not online just yet. Puck has the Lincolns finished, continues the split push, so again, it hasn't been the most successful game for Ori, as far as kills especially, but he's doing a good job here at the split pushing and making it difficult for Newbee.
I mean, they already have a hard time killing that Puck. I guess the reason for going Lincoln Sphere was that he just cut the waves and is invulnerable to ganks, but Vici, I mean, Newbee says enough, time to fight.
Well, that was interesting. SCCC jumped in, Puck did as well, and nothing really comes of it, but plenty of tier 3 tower damage. You see who's not here, it's that Terrorblade, currently pushing out the top lane.
Finished.
Just finished it, he sure did. He's TPing back to base, so if Newbee tries to really push this, Terrorblade is going to be very scary.
Yeah, Scotty's going to hurt a lot, kiting those heroes like OD, even more move speed reduction combined with the Arctic Burn from Winter Wyvern.
Terrorblade will have an illusion still pushing up the top, but yeah, Newbee really is just sticking together. I mean, again, that is their strength, so it's completely understandable. But at the same time, Vici knows this. They're playing the split push game between Terrorblade, between Puck especially.
It feels like you're in kindergarten and everyone is just holding hands when you're crossing the road.
Yeah,
it feels the same.
Newbee holding hands one another yet again, continuing trying to get some vision on the map and really hold Vici in their base. I mean, right now, Vici's not accomplishing the most split push. Forced to defend somewhat, but not an easy team to really push into either. The shock room constantly coming out. There goes the creep wave. So it's like, it's almost hitting a brick wall if you're Newbee, where can they really break into the base here at this point? Doesn't feel like it. Maybe another Roshan. Going to be something we ultimately have to wait for, but I mean, they have OD with the current Aegis.
Yeah, well, they don't have the best siegers, especially since Luna has the Aghanim Scepter. Not too much damage pressure applied on those towers.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it kind of goes back to, especially when it comes to physical damage, they are lacking. I know they have the Pier from OD at least, but this is the, call it maybe a little bit of a downside of the build of Luna. No Mask of Madness going into the Ags. He does have 2,600 gold saved up, so you got to figure something at least on the list is maybe that Hurricane Pike. But again, that's not necessarily something that's going to help him as far as sieging here. But
she's going to need a BKB at one point, or she can go for more greedy build, the Butterfly.
Yeah.
She actually is going to go for. She just bought an Eagle Song.
He is going to get caught here in the middle lane. It's a nice find, and he's set for 50 seconds, actually.
Yeah, now they can siege the base. No Wyvern, 50 seconds. No buyback on him.
And you know what just happened right there, too? Rubik, I believe, yeah, he has an Axe, and he stole the Arctic Burn. So he can literally just fly forever.
Not forever, it needs mana.
Well, mana. Mana is the only thing holding him back. But the point is, he can activate it on and on now.
Yeah,
as
but
a result
with,
of that.
yeah, from OD, Essence Sora, he might actually fly.
That's true.
Rubik is the new Icarus. Is that how you pronounce it?
Icarus.
Icarus? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Hurricane Pike finished. Puck. Dagon queued up for him now. Not necessarily going to help with the split push, but it's an item that'll give them plenty of burst to take other heroes down. Is Dagon the build here? Did they really need the burst? I guess they are lacking on burst in general, to be fair.
What level is he? 18? I don't know, maybe Aghanim Scepter would be a choice, just to keep them in place with the reflection and the damage from the Arctic Burn, maybe. But what are they gonna burst? I mean, once that gets to level 25, maybe, if they can stall it, he's gonna have a lot of items.
Blink Dagger being delivered out to somebody. That's gonna be Timbersaw, actually, okay. Timber, even more mobility. How about this, though? Smoking from Newbee as 5, heading towards the top, wrapping around towards middle. This could be a good flank. You see the smoke on the other side for Vici. This could get interesting. Will they get the jump is the question, them being Newbee. Oh, they get scanned. Yeah, they know they're coming. And now Vici, they're going to go and slaughter. He jumps nobody, though. The reaction is real. Slaughter's going to get picked up. Look at that. No, he's not. Golden Race saves it for the time being. The free damage auto taking through with the Arcane Orzo. Finishes the top of the back line. Drain Coil coming out from Puck. He's distracted a couple. Paparazzi beating down KP. Not the best target to be going after, but it's the only target right now. But man, they might actually get the kill. The imprisonment will save for the time being. Ult 11, the BKB activated. Going to be wearing off. Allows for Tenet to blink out. The Arctic, there's the ultimate. The Eclipse bouncing around left and right, but not nearly enough damage. As Terrorblade activated the BKB. So far, Slaughter is still the only one dead, and now Faith is winning. They're just so damn tanky across the board. The metaphor, it's not going to be enough. Now comes the Lucid Beams, and down goes Terrorblade. So finally a kill in favor of Newbee, and it's getting better for them. They take out Winter Wyvern, young 11. He's going to have to sacrifice himself. They finally kill the raid boss at his Tidehunter, but a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Newbee there. So much damage coming out between both teams.
Yeah, the way the fight started, Slaughter with the failed initiation, so they had one hero less there. Also, OD picked up so much int because Winter Wyvern used the Cold Embrace on Slaughter, so he just keeps stealing the int and then blow up the people. Also, nice save on the Tidehunter there, which was heavily focused with the 2 BKBs from Timber and Terrorblade. Also, the Solar Crest on Ogre Magi is doing the work.
They just can't die, it seems like. Yeah, the damage from Vici Gaming is just not there. So it goes back to that Dagon idea from Puck. I mean, it's a little more understandable now, but...
It is actually Ethereal Blade Luna.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We do see an Ethereal Blade Luna with the Aghanims, but the Glaives are still doing plenty of bouncing around. He's using the base. You see he pops the cheese and Winter's Curse. He's going to take a little bit of damage from OD, but he'll ultimately survive through it. Splits up with the Mantis style. SCC going in, going to finish off Land Emily. SCC, he is such a threat right now. Takes out Winter Wyvern as well, and now he's turning his attention to the BKB target. That is Young 11. Young 11, though, going in the back line, trying to finish off Luna himself with the Chakram on top. Terrorblade, they are able to take out Ogre Magi after their base is somewhat destroyed, though. OD still well alive, and SCC still wants to fight, damn it. Astral Imprisonment puts Terrorblade under. Terrorblade knows he can't really fight this. He's trying to get away, going to be lifted out. Allow for the auto attacks. Thunder, though.
Double Thunder.
Double Thunder. Kaka stole it. He healed up his teammate as a result. Now Young 11's going to fall. Terrorblade has to get back. What a response from Rubik right there.
That's why Rubik is one of the best heroes against Terrorblade in general.
Yeah.
The damage reduction coming out from Fate Bolt, easy get a set up for the ganks and the play. We see that play quite often recently.
Huge play, and this could be the beginning of the end. Newbee, again, they just don't die. They just have so much region to work with. The mech heal on KP. The Death Star is online, aka the Eclipse with the Ags. You know that's going to be coming if a fight does break out here. Paparazzi's like, screw it, I got to try something. He has the Sunder once again. Sends the Reflection, the Illusions, trying to just harass them out. This is the last set of racks, though. He can't do much by himself. Sauter's back up, as is Winter Wyvern. He's going to spend the Reflection,
What damage!
and there's the Eclipse. The Death Star indeed is online. GG, well played. Game 2 going to Newbee, and we have a game number 3. As a result, here are the winter bracket finals. Can't say I didn't see this one coming.
Well, it's what we want to see, huh?
Yeah,
always.
no, I'm excited.
In BO3s, semifinals, finals, always go for that extra game.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I still can't. We were just trying this strategy last night. Jack, the god himself, trying this whole Aghanim Scepter Luna. Not to oversell it. I mean, obviously there's a lot of reasons why Newbee won that game, but hey, it worked. It's some real damage that comes out of that.
It really is.